happened on Wednesday, 24th. The first game is the Timberwolves beat the Washington Wizards 118-107. Well, there's some news came out that the Wizards let go of their coach. That might help some of these guys, especially Jordan Poole a little bit. I'm just hopeful. Some things might change. Same thing with the Bucks, right? They let Griffin go, which is, um, well, it just shows like even though they have a good record, we don't really know a lot of things going on behind the scenes. So, um, maybe helps some of the Wizards players, but the Timberwolves of course beat them at on the road. 38 points by Anthony Edwards, 13 for 14 from the free throw line is huge. Karl Anthony Towns after going for 62, he's a plus 26. Yeah, it's fine. Cat takes 24 shots, but obviously don't chase your points. That's how you lost the last game. Jaden McDaniels had 2 steals, 13 points. Pretty good. Rudy had 4 blocks, 16 rebounds. I mean, it's versus the Wizards, so everybody ate. Mike Conley was out, so Nikhil Alexander, well, it could be a stream every time Mike Conley's out because, he gets 30 minutes and can give you some defensive stats, things like that. For the Wizards, Jordan Poole continues to be just amazingly bad. Just 7 points. Again, new coach. Does that mean that something could change? We don't know. Maybe Daniel Gafford and Marvin Bagley, the minutes could be different. We don't know. I think, actually, I don't know who the coach is getting. If the coach has any type of relationship with the current players, that could be interesting. Kyle Kuzma, meanwhile, is still putting up good numbers. 14 rebounds, 14 defensive rebound, 8 assists and a block. I almost feel like in fantasy, the offensive rebound should give players more stats, because offensive rebounds should worth more. Danny Edvia had 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 24 points. Wow, he had a great game. Let's roster him. I think I said it for a while. Just roster him. He played 37 minutes here, which is super encouraging. This may not be the trend moving forward, but if he played 35 plus minutes a night, he's gonna be good. The next team is the Charlotte Hornets, lost to Detroit. 2 bad teams, and even with no Cade Cunningham, Charlotte Hornets lost. LaMelo, he fouled out in 31 minutes. Wow, not the best game. And while they also, the news is we have Terry Rozier going to the Miami Heat, and they got Kyle Lowry back. Kyle Lowry is not going to play, so it's obvious drop Kyle Lowry everywhere. And maybe I think some of the young guys, their stock goes up, like Brandon Miller, because now Terry Rozier 35 minutes of playing time, somebody needs to fill it, and it's not going to be Kyle Lowry, right? Brandon Miller stock goes up. I think he needs to be rostered if he hasn't already. Had a good game here as well, 5 threes, 23 points. Miles Bridges is going to continue to do his thing. His minutes is insane. I almost feel like you should give some of the minutes to PJ Watson or something. Like 40 minutes a night is insane. Or go give some more minutes to Cody Martin, right? 25 minutes. Cody Martin also needs to be picked up. We have Gordon Hayward still out. Yeah, Nick Richards played 27 minutes. He needs to be rostered. 10 rebounds and a block, 21 points. Yeah, he needs to be rostered because we don't have any news about Mark Williams, and Nick Richards should be getting 30 minutes, close to 30 minutes a night. He's not the best fantasy player, but any center that played 30 minutes should be rostered, unless they're just horrible. For Detroit, Jalen Duren, for whatever reason, only played 22 minutes. Not sure why. You roster him, obviously. Isaiah Stewart got 33 minutes. Okay, his minutes has been trending up. If you want rebounds, you could stream him. Bojan Bogdanovic went off 34 points, sell high anytime this guy plays well. If you can get top 50 value back or do a 2-for-1 to get even a better play back, you always do that. Killian Hayes had a decent game. Again, if you want assists, if the only thing you want assists is steals, you roster him. He hurts you pretty much everywhere else. But Cade Cunningham should be back soon. And Jaden Ivey only played 21. Yeah, they decided to go with the bench. Asar Thompson got 27 minutes. This is frustrating. Is he ever going to go back to 30 minutes a night as we get to the end of the season? They have a lot of young guys they need to play, so I don't know. He is a high pick. They gave me Alec Burks 26 minutes, 15 points and 4 threes. I don't think he's fantasy relevant really, unless they have a back-to-back. And the next game, the Heat lost home to the Grizzlies, which is not ideal. This Grizzlies team, Jaren Jackson Jr. went 5 for 21, but it doesn't matter. They shot 47% from 3. That's how Well, Vince Williams absolutely popped off. Same thing with Gigi Jackson. They are, um, they just shoot so many threes that, um, you know, if they have a good night, they're gonna make them. Vince Williams is absolutely must roster. Just absolutely must roster. On the season, he's 147th ranked player, but a lot of it has to do with the low minutes early on. Like last week, Vince Williams, let's just do last 2 weeks since he started. Vince Williams is the 35th ranked player. Come on, guys, yeah. He is a must roster. He has to be rostered. Absolutely insane. And the thing about him in fantasy is that he can do everything. He's great efficiency. He can hit threes. He can get rebound, assists, steals, and blocks. That's it. Go grab him. Top 50 player. David Roddy started. Yeah. Xavier Tillman came off the bench here. Santi Aldama was out. So there are a lot of things going on. I don't know if Roddy is gonna continue to start. If he continues to start, get 30 minutes, then we rush him. John Conchar got 30 minutes. That's interesting. Also Luke Kennard was out. So I think as long as Luke Kennard is out, we can have John Conchar on the roster and just see how things go. Gigi Jackson, another decent game, but his minutes is too up and down. I don't think we want to do anything with him unless there's a back-to-back. And Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie's son came in and played well. This is the first time I see him play or play well. I did not know he's on the Grizzlies. But the Grizzlies, they're just pulling everybody out of nowhere. You know, all these guys. And most importantly, they actually got a win versus versus Miami Heat, which is the playoff team. They actually beat the Warriors a couple of days last week as well, the Grizzlies. Terry Rozier, right off the bat, came off the bench, had 30 minutes. 5 assists, 2 steals is okay, but like his usage is not going to be the same because there's a lot of other guys. Tyler Hero, 18 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 threes. Played all right, and Caleb Martin, Josh Richardson, I think is getting impacted, and also Duncan Robinson by Terry Rozier's minutes because he's gonna come in and play close to 30 minutes, guard minutes, right? Well, some of them he's losing. Well, how about Bam Adebayo? Had 6 blocks versus the Grizzlies and a steal, 6 assists, 15. Well, he needs to do that more often, while Jimmy Butler had just a very mediocre game. Had 2 steals and 15 points, not much else. But this is a bad loss for the Heat. Moving on to the next game. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Bucks, and the Bucks just got Doc Rivers, right? Yeah, let's see if there's any change. I mean, fantasy-wise, Giannis has been dominating. Damian Lillard is struggling. So the only thing you might ask is like, okay, Doc Rivers is going to help Damian Lillard out. I don't think so. And they're just winning games. And Giannis has been putting up amazing numbers. So I don't think, from a fantasy perspective, things really going to change. Donovan Mitchell, where is Darius Garland? This man has been out for so long. So Mitchell continued to get in those assists, 8 assists, but really struggled versus the Bucks. Max Strus could be rostered for threes at least at 33 minutes here, but I think once Darius Garland comes back and Evan Mobley, I don't know if his minutes is promised, is guaranteed. Jared Allen, meanwhile, 12 rebounds is good, no blocks versus the big Bucks lineup. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, they just don't really have a lot of good fantasy players. Even if you give them 25, Karis LeVert is a guy that we could roster, but everybody else is like Dean Wade, Isaiah Okoro. I don't really want to go near them in fantasy leagues. For the Bucks, of course, Giannis just amazing numbers. Another big triple-double with 18 rebounds and 10 assists and 2 blocks. Well, meanwhile, Damian Lillard also had a decent game. 10 for 11 from the free throw line, 2 threes, 28 points. But continued to struggle shooting from the field. Only 4 assists. Chris Middleton played, wow, look at the minutes. He's putting up great numbers. So hold on to him. If you picked him up because someone dropped him when he was only playing 20 to 25 minutes, congrats. But again, he's going to miss the back-to-backs. But at least he's putting up really good numbers now. I think pretty consistently. Brook Lopez had a steal and a block, 9 rebounds. The man just put up numbers. And to look at the minutes, 34 minutes from Lopez. He's getting even more and more minutes this year. It almost feels like. Moving on to the next game. The Portland beat the Rockets. This is no good. Overtime. And Fernie Simons popped off 33 points for threes. Malcolm Brogdon is a big sell high. I think at some point, like if he gets hurt, which he will, inevitably, Scoot Henderson is gonna start, and when he comes back for a few games, he may not even play. I think that's what's going to happen. But this game, 41 minutes, good. Big sell high. 19 points is okay. 3 assists and 6. Fernie Simons should not be a sell high. It's just like there's injury concerns. If you don't want to deal with that, you should also try to sell him. DeAndre Ayton, wow. How about a big game from DeAndre Ayton? 17 rebounds and still 2 blocks, finally. Now he needs to do this more. 17 rebounds too, 18 points. Jeremy Grant continued to put up, I feel like, empty numbers. 21 points, 2 blocks, 9 assists. But at least he only took 12 shots this year. At least Fernie Simons, rightfully so, took the most shot. And Jabari Walker, I think we also need to roster him. Like, his minutes has been trending up, like around 30 minutes a night. And I don't think he's that exciting, but he's just a guy that could come in and just give you a little bit of everything. And just because the minutes is so high that he needs to be rostered. Scoot Henderson, we don't want to touch him for now. Just came off the bench 24 minutes. But at some point, I can see him playing 30 minutes a night. Not giving Brogdon full minutes. And Matisse Thybulle had played 22 minutes. Played all right. If you need defensive stats, he's the guy. And bad loss by the Rockets. Fred VanVleet, absolutely huge. Fred VanVleet, second half of the season, just a top 20 player. I don't think I have any doubts about that. Played 45 minutes, 3 steals and 3 blocks. Look at that. He's been getting unbelievable amount of blocks. Unbelievable. 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 threes. He's really good. Jalen Green, a beautiful game actually. 29 points, 2 threes, a steal and a block. Just when you thought he's not getting minutes, boom. 39 minutes, obviously with overtime. And Prue Changu, another big game. He took a very, very big leap this year. But in fantasy, his free throw is concerning. And he might need to get more defensive stats. But like points, rebound, assist, amazing. Very few players in the NBA are putting up this level of points, rebound, and assist. Right, basically a mini Jokic. Jeff Green started, played 38 minutes. Interesting. Didn't really do anything, so we don't want anything to do with him. And Dylan Brooks hit 3 threes. He doesn't get any defensive stats. So let's just not do anything with him, even though the minutes is really high up. Moving on to the next game, the Phoenix Suns, they are rolling at the moment. They beat the Mavericks. Mavericks has been bad, not going to lie. They have been really bad. They lost a bunch of games. And obviously Luka was out. And even when he does come back, they lost 3 straight. They're 8th seed. Well, the Suns, yep. KD, this is the beauty with the Phoenix Suns. Like, KD can have 12 points and go 4 for 7 from the free throw line because he chooses to. 10 rebounds, a steal and a block, 7 assists. And then you have Devin Booker dropping 46 points, going 17 for 23. And then the next game, we could have Bradley Beal going for 40. Bradley Beal also had a decent game. He was really disappointing to start off this season. Now he's rolling. Then we just hope he stays healthy. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal and a block, and 3 threes. And like we look at the roster, right? You got to play these guys 35 plus minutes a night. You got to play Bradley Beal, KD, because who are the rest of the guys coming off the bench, right? Yusuf Nurkic played just 21 minutes, was in some foul trouble. We shouldn't be too worried. And Grayson Allen also, I think we need to roster him. He's been really, really good. Just hit 3, perfect 3-and-D guy. Winning basketball. And Wizard Eric Gordon, he's still out. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving was out, and Luka had another subpar efficiency game. He got 34 points. Like, he's putting up, again, Luka is putting up amazing numbers. In fantasy, maybe the efficiency is a little bit bad, but even he got 1 steal and 2 blocks, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. But he needs to, the Mavericks team needs to start winning. Otherwise, just really, really empty numbers. Derek Lively played 25 minutes. He's a must roster, but only 2 rebounds here. But a must roster in my opinion. Grant Williams got ejected. Derrick Jones Jr., no defensive stats, so let's not. And he was a minus 35. Oh my God. How can he be minus 35 in 24 minutes? Yeah, he was embarrassingly bad, I guess. Nobody else has such a bad plus and minus. Tim Hardaway Jr. came off the bench. Just the minutes is really good, so a must roster. But when Kyrie plays, sometimes Tim Hardaway Jr. doesn't hit 30 minutes. Then he just became a streamer. Moving on to the next game, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wow, just ass whooping beat the Spurs 140-114. This one is just not really close. Lou Dort, 2 steals and a block, 25 minutes. Okay, he could be just a streamer because the blowout, now nobody really played a while. They still played 30 minutes. Shea, amazing, 12 for 12. Just look at the efficiency, 2 steals and a block. Jalen Williams, also pretty good. Just 1 3, but 5 rebounds and 7 assists. Josh Giddey is not playing the minutes, so a lot of this is going to Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is going to be a beast next year. I think in terms of drafting positions. Because in fantasy, he could do everything. Fairly efficient, added 2 steals as well. Like his defensive stats wasn't there beginning of the season, but lately it's been coming in. Shed Holmgren, these 3 Oklahoma City Thunder guys, they are going. Shea obviously number 1 or number 2, but Jalen and Shed they're going super early next year. Shed Holmgren 9 rebound, and a big thing people haven't talked about is Shed Holmgren hasn't really been injured. That's also being another amazing thing is he hasn't been injured. He looks like he's gonna get injured a lot, but yeah, 1 steal and 3 blocks again here. And then the Spurs, what about Victor Wembanyama? 28 minutes. He's first round pick next year for sure. 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks. Yeah, nobody can do what he does. You could argue like a couple years ago, maybe Porzingis. But just Porzingis too injury prone. And Victor Wembanyama, amazingly, another guy like Holmgren. We thought Holmgren, Wembanyama, they're gonna miss a lot of games. They played a lot of games this year. That could obviously change next year. Jeremy Sohan plays just 24 minutes. We still roster him. Just one game where he is not getting that much minutes. Let's just see. Yeah, Devin Booker, 21 minutes, 1 3, played okay. And wow, Blake Wesley. Where is their Jones? Well, he was out. Oh well, I don't think we need to do anything with Blake at the moment. But again, the Spurs get blown out at home. Next game, well, the Warriors blew out Atlanta Hawks 134-122. Well, good win for the Warriors. They really need to rack up some wins. Right now, they're the 12th seed. They're like very close with the 9th seed, to be honest, like one game. But they need to start winning some games. For the Hawks, it feels like there's no hope for them. Trae Young is still out, and DeJounte Murray putting up okay numbers: 23 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Bogdanovic 17 points, 4 threes, and a steal. Like Bogdanovic is the must roster. And how about our Jalen Johnson continues to dominate? 21 points, a bad from the free throw line, but just games in and out, he's just putting up amazing numbers. Yeah, you pick up this guy, good luck. Sadiq Bey played also okay, just 26 minutes. And Okungu and Clint Capella, both guys put up, just numbers they are used to put up. Nothing really out of ordinary. And for the Warriors, Draymond Green played just 23 minutes. If Draymond Green is out on the waiver wire, I would go pick him up. I think at some point he's going to play around 30 minutes. And then because this year Warriors, they're trying to make the plays, right? He's going to contribute for your team. 2 steals and a block, 12 points, 2 threes. Let's go grab him if he's out there on the waiver wire. Steph Curry had 5 threes, 8 assists. To be honest, an okay game for Steph Curry because this year one big thing is he's not getting the assists, he's not getting the steals, right? Like points and threes are about the same, free throws, but the big thing is just no defensive stats and low assists because of CP3. But now CP3 is out maybe. And also CP3 is out, so they gotta give Draymond Green more minutes too. Klay Thompson 24 points. Klay had a good game, but we don't know what's gonna happen next game. Wiggins started, had 2 blocks. Okay. Kevon Looney 10 points. Jonathan Kuminga, we think we should also roster him. He's been on a hot streak, but we know his minutes. But 25 points, 11 for 11, 2 steals and 2 blocks. We gotta look at him and roster him. I think he's just playing too well right now not to roster. But of course, things could change next game where he makes a couple of mistakes. Steve Kerr benches him. But for now, let's go grab him. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.